Archangel Michael says, I am deeply angered by you. This is the last time I will present this matter before you. Do not test my patience any longer. You have only 30 seconds to open your heart and receive these words, otherwise, you will bear the weight of the consequences alone. This is not a warning to be ignored, nor a message to be casually dismissed. If you turn away now, you will forever miss the breakthrough revelation I am about to entrust to you. Respond with Amen to prove you are listening. Listen intently, this may be the most crucial moment of your life. You have cried out for my presence, shouted in the silence, craving signs, craving direction. I am speaking to you now. You nearly let it slip away because you did not grasp its weight. Stay. Stay until the very last moment. You are about to receive the gift your soul has longed for. But if you leave now, you will miss it forever. I do not demand this out of cruelty. I demand it because I am your God, and I see what you cannot see. You stand on the edge of danger, which will drag you too far from my voice. But you will not hear my voice for a long time. You have tested my patience time and again. I watched you turn away, chasing illusions, calling my name only when rescue was needed. Even so, I still loved you, still waited, still held back the full consequences. But now you approach the point of no return. You persistently ignored the gentle reminders, brushing away every whisper. I sent you messages through others, through fleeting moments, through dreams, yet you let your heart grow ever harder. That is why, now, my warning flashes before your eyes, so loud, so clear, you can no longer claim ignorance. This is no accident, you did not arrive here by chance. I have brought you here to face the truth, for it is only through my deep love for you that I refuse to watch you drift onward. You believe time remains, that tomorrow is certain. But I see the path ahead, see the enemy lurking, eyes fixed upon you. I have sent angels to guard your side, yet they can only fight the battles you permit me to fight. I can only protect the life you entrust to me. If you stubbornly resist my guidance and insist on charting your own course, you open the door to destruction. Only when the storm hits will you remember, I alone can calm the tempest. If you believe this moment is a sacred turning point, leave a message, 1111. You now stand on the spiritual battlefield. Though unseen by mortal eyes, the unseen realm wages fierce battle for your soul, your calling, and your peace. How many times have I erected shields around you while you remained unaware? When peril loomed, I rebuilt your foundations. When you fell, I caught you. Yet you never noticed, never gave thanks, and still, my love never ceased. But now is different, this is the final summons. My patience is long, but not infinite. I will not forever stand by while you choose darkness over light. You weep over life's sorrows yet refuse to fully surrender your heart. You crave blessings yet chase idols. You pray for peace yet cling to chaos. Now you must choose. I do not demand perfection. I demand complete surrender. You have been chosen and are still beloved. Yet you stand dangerously close to squandering it all. Do you think I will not withdraw my hand? That continued disregard will still earn favor? I do show grace, I do have mercy. But I am also holy and just. I will not share my glory with the idols you continually run to, nor will I compete for your attention. I demand your complete surrender, or I will hand you over to the very things you chase. Then you will taste life without my protection. If you believe I am speaking to you now, leave the message 222. The miracle you seek is already prepared, the signs of breakthrough are clear, the right people, the perfect timing, the ideal opportunity are all in place. Yet now I see your heart has grown cold, see you repeating past mistakes. I will not bless what destroys you, nor grant favor to rebellion. Return now, immediately, or all you long for will slip through your fingers. If you believe this might be your final chance to heed God's call and choose complete surrender, like this video. I remain the God who parted the Red Sea. I am still the God who made water gush from the rock, the God who struck down the giant, the God who speaks in the fiery whirlwind and whispers in the stillness. My power has not diminished, my presence has not faded, but your connection to me is fading. You are the one who unplugged, you are the one who walked out of the shelter. I cannot shelter those who refuse to stand under my wings. Return to me with your whole heart, do not treat me as an optional choice. I am your foundation. I am your lifeline. You were chosen not because you deserved it, but because I love you deeply. You are sheltered not by merit, but by the blood of my beloved Son covering you. Yet this covering still requires a responsive heart to say, yes, and dance with my grace. If you read this far, you already sense it. Something stirs within you. That is me. My spirit calling you home. Do not ignore it. You have ignored me too long. You are not yet lost beyond recovery, nor utterly broken. But you must respond. I will not force you, yet I will not wait forever. What is the FBI's secret about your mind and wealth? They discovered a 9-word phrase that flips a switch in your soul, allowing you to attract wealth effortlessly. In mere weeks, it has transformed thousands of lives. If you see this now, consider yourself fortunate. This page may vanish at any moment. Click the links in the description and comments section to claim this secret before it's lost forever. God says, you play with fire oblivious to the danger, walking the edge of peril. I warn you once more, this is your final chance. Do not say I did not make myself clear. I will no longer whisper, no longer wait in the shadows for your change of heart. Now, I, your Creator, stand face to face with you, crying out. Your time is running out. If you delay further, you alone will bear the weight of the consequences. You once demanded answers, wept for signs, begged to hear my voice, and now I am speaking. I am shattering the barriers around your heart with thunderous force. But are you listening? Or will you shut me out as before? If you choose the latter, do not blame me when the shield of protection is withdrawn. I cannot shield a heart that rejects me. Do you think this is merely a choice you casually brush aside, an insignificant trifle? No. This is a matter of life and death, a watershed moment for your spiritual existence. Do not turn away from my words at this hour. Declare with certainty that this message is meant for you. You have forgotten what it means to revere me, not worldly fear, but holy awe, reverence, and wonder. You have grown too comfortable with my grace and too careless with your choices. You treat my warnings as mere suggestions. You regard the weight of eternity as an optional extra, mocking obedience while calling it control. But I am a God who will not be profaned, not your servant, nor your backup plan. I am the Lord. You will either crown me king or pay the price. You have allowed the world to dull your spirit, making distraction your new god. You care more about being liked than holding truth. You fear rejection more than sin. You have poisoned the path with me through compromise. Now you feel the distance, do you not? You feel the heaviness of your soul, the silent emptiness when all else fades. This is my revelation to you, what happens when you choose idols over intimacy. You passed by the bonfire I lit for you, the flame meant to guide you home, and instead chose the deceptive glow that would burn you. My child, I call you not to drift with the current, but to become a vessel of holiness. I call you to walk in the light, not to flirt with darkness. I call you to battle in spirit, not to dance with the enemy. I call you to live uniquely, not to crave the world's acceptance. Return to the authenticity for which you were created. If you feel the weight of this truth in your heart right now, leave a comment. 555. I shielded you through storms that could have crushed others. You weathered battles meant to break you, unaware I stood between you and disaster. You thought you survived by your own strength? No, it was me. Every time you gave up on yourself, I fought for you. Every time you felt unworthy, I still surrounded you with grace. Now I warn you, do not spit out this grace. The time to turn back remains, but it is fleeting. Each day you delay is a gamble with eternity. Each time you ignore my call, you stray further from the path I have prepared for you. I long to give you more, to mend the broken vessel, to pour out endless blessings. But you must cast off the soul-devouring chains, must abandon the sins that constantly call your name. I will never bless what is built upon rebellion. The enemy is not toying with your life, he is patient and persistent, watching now to see if you will ignore me once more. If you do, he will slip through the open door. I gave you authority, yet you continually betray it by tolerating what I commanded you to tear down. You open your heart to things I never gave you, and the cost is far greater than you realize. I know your weariness, I know your confusion. But fleeing from me is not the solution. Numbing yourself with distractions cannot heal the soul's wounds. You need me, more urgently than that relationship, more urgently than others' approval, more urgently than career success, more urgently than unraveling the world's mysteries. I remain the answer you seek, but I will not force it. You must open that door yourself. When you are ready to close the wrong door and let me return fully, leave this message. 1-2-1-2 Your mission remains alive. Your mission remains alive. But you must return to the source who gave you that mission. Chasing false promises brings no peace. Healing cannot be found where I have not led you. True love cannot exist where I am not welcomed. Return to your first love. Return to the altar. I have been waiting, not with shame, but with compassion, not to punish, but with open arms. I remain the God of restoration, the God of miracles. When you surrender completely, I can turn everything around in an instant. But the choice is yours, now, not tomorrow, not next time. Now is the dividing line. I call you to cross the line into the life I have prepared for you, not the broken existence you've grown comfortable with, not the hollow life you patched together with temporary fixes. Though you've made every mistake, though you've failed time and again, I call your name with love, not anger. But do not mistake my love for permission to stagnate. I love you too much to let you self-destruct. Therefore, I confront you now. Therefore, I stir your soul, you feel it, for this is real. It is I, and I will not easily let go. God says, your presence here is no accident, your reading these words is no coincidence. I have drawn your soul here because this is the final summons. You once ignored the gentle whisper, now I thunder. You once ignored the quiet nudges, now I shake the ground beneath your feet. Now I declare with clear, piercing truth, if you do not open your heart now, if you hesitate again, you alone will bear the full weight of what follows. No one can share it with you. Neuroscientists confirm, the 9-word script buried deep in government archives activates prehistoric brainwaves to accelerate wealth attraction. This breakthrough faces legal pressure and may vanish at any moment. Before the link permanently disappears, click the links in the description and comments sections. I am a loving Father, yet not blind. I am patient, yet not passive. My hand has shielded you time and again, yet you mistook my protection for indulgence. You danced with compromise, thinking I wouldn't notice. Yet I see every hidden thought, hear every silent protest. You tried to control life on your terms, now bearing the weight, for you were never meant to be your own master. If you know these words were written for you, leave 777 in the comments. You claim to crave peace yet chase chaos, you say you seek clarity yet run toward confusion, you say you need me yet play by your own rules. I declare this now, it won't work anymore. You are being sifted. The enemy watches the open door, and you push it wide with silence, delay, and a double life. Don't think he won't enter. No one can serve two masters. You will favor one and despise the other. The moment of choice has come. I am not here to condemn you, but to awaken you. To remind you who you are, and who I am. I created you not to stand paralyzed in fear, bound by guilt, carrying burdens I already sacrificed for. I sent my Son to die for you, watching his blood shed, so you might be free. But freedom does not come when you flirt with sin. Only through complete, total, unconditional surrender can you experience true freedom. You constantly seek my blessing on things I never called you to pursue. You cry out for breakthrough while building walls between us. You seek the reward of obedience through rebellion, but my love for you is too deep to allow this. I will not be used, nor will I be squeezed into a corner of your life. To you, I am either everything or nothing. The choice is yours. If you are ready to release the steering wheel and hand it back to me, dial 999. You may feel weary, drained, and disheartened, but what if I told you, it is not the burdens of this world crushing you, but the weight of disobedience to my will? You were never meant to carry this alone, nor to climb these mountains without me. You walk on thin ice because you've severed your connection to the wellspring of life. I am that wellspring. I am the vine, you are the branch. Apart from me, you can do nothing. You think it's too late, that you've gone too far. But if that were true, you wouldn't be reading these words now. My mercy remains within reach. My arms are still open wide. But do not mistake this moment for an ordinary chance. This is sacred ground. This is total intervention. I speak now not out of necessity, but out of choice. For I still see your worth, still see the future written for you, even when you cannot see it. You asked me to speak, and I have answered. You sought guidance, and here is the answer. Come back. Lay down the burdens tearing you apart. That habit, that bitterness, that hidden sin, they are poisoning the mission I gave you. You no longer need them. You never did. But you held on too long, until pain became your identity. Let me destroy them for you. Let me set you free. If you're weary of carrying burdens that destroy you, respond, 1010. I know the trials you've endured, see every tear you've silently shed, witness your collapse behind closed doors. I've never turned away, not once. When you doubted me, when you questioned my love, I remained. When lies were all you heard, I whispered truth to you. When you were lost, I built a wall around you. When you sinned, I shielded you. Not because you deserved it, but because I chose you. But now I need your yes, not someday, not a half-hearted maybe, but your yes. That is enough. By this yes, I can pour heavenly grace into your life. One wholehearted yes of surrender, and I can restore what you thought was beyond repair. Do not let fear steal your freedom. Do not let shame drag you back to the tomb I rescued you from. This moment belongs to you, right now. The door I open for you is not just grace, it is purpose. I did not give you life to hide it away, nor did I preserve you for stillness, but for purpose. I healed you so you might serve, I covered you because you were meant to reveal my glory. Yet you cannot cling to the old things I told you to let go of and still step into the new. Let go, not next week, but now. You are not too wounded to be worthy, nor disqualified, but you risk delay. You may miss what lies ahead, not because I have changed my mind, but because you hesitate on the edge of obedience. Blessings are ready, miracles are in motion. But obedience is the door, faith is the key. Use them. Step through. God says, you stand on the edge of eternity. This moment cannot be missed, nor repeated. I am pressing upon your heart now, for your soul hangs in the balance. Life is about to shift dramatically, whether toward healing or destruction depends on your choice this instant. I warn you not to frighten you, but to save you. This concerns eternity, not emotion. I see what you cannot see. I know what lies ahead if you persist in silent resistance. Therefore I declare this with clarity, you cannot claim ignorance, nor that no one warned you. I declare to you now, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the shaper of your life. I saw you in your mother's womb and have never taken my eyes off you. I will never abandon this battle lightly. Comment section 1515. If you feel your soul is being torn apart, perhaps your mind is blocking your wealth. Scientists have just confirmed it. A 9-word mantra hidden deep in your subconscious may be preventing wealth from flowing into your life. But you can turn this around now. Recite these 9 words, and wealth will follow you like a shadow from this day forward. Yet the government may seal this secret at any moment. Before the link vanishes forever, click immediately on the links in the description and comments sections. I witnessed the pain you bore that you should never have endured, saw others betray you, slander you, abandon you without warning. I wept with you. In those moments, I never left your side. Even when you thought me silent, I gathered every tear. I am nurturing beauty from the ruins. Yet, child, you have begun to believe brokenness is eternal. You have let disappointment make its home in your soul, as if it belonged there. No, it does not. You carry guilt I never asked you to bear, shame I never imposed upon you. You wear them like badges of honor, but they are not who you are. I have given you the name redeemed. I have given you the name chosen. I have given you the name set free. Now I call you to live into this identity, not merely on the surface, but deep within your heart. May you know yourself as I know you, cleansed, whole, restored. Not because you deserve it, but because I have paid the price in full. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. The lies swirling in your mind do not come from me. That voice saying you've ruined everything, that you're beyond repair, it is the accuser's voice, not your father's. I have never said you are too broken, I have said you are worth saving. I never said you were disqualified, I said you are worth giving my life for. If you believe I have more plans for your life, leave 1717 in the comments. You exist in this world for far more than mere survival. You were born into this world for far more than wasting time, repeating the same cycles, numbing your soul with distractions and calling it peace. No. You were born with a mission. When you took your first breath, heaven planted a treasure within your heart, and hell has sought to extinguish it ever since. Despite countless assaults, you remain here, still breathing, meaning the battle is not over, meaning I still have plans for you. But plans require partners, and I need your whole heart, not half-hearted, not just on Sundays, not only in despair. When all is silent, when the cost is high, when obedience seems meaningless to the world, I still need you. Such resolve I will bless, such obedience I will honor. I do not demand perfection, only your commitment. Do not mistake delay for rejection. Miracles have not yet come, not because I have forgotten you. Some things take time, for I lay your foundation before I bless you. Some doors remain closed, for I shield you from unseen dangers. Trust me, my silence is not refusal, but preparation, strategy, and mercy. When you choose to trust my timing, even when it seems incomprehensible, respond with Amen. You are not losing your mind, you are in spiritual warfare. The heaviness, confusion, and sudden anxiety are not coincidental, they are the enemy's attempt to choke the grace I am awakening in your life. But you need not yield, for you possess authority, authority I have given you. You can crush every lie, every fear, every voice that contradicts my word. You can reclaim your peace, joy, and clarity, for these belong to you and me. My Son's precious blood still proclaims, still covers, still heals, still sets the captives free, and you share in this power. I see the wounds inflicted upon you, and I see the marks of your self-inflicted torment. Yet my mercy runs deeper than your deepest sin, and my grace is stronger than your greatest failure. My love never runs dry, and I will never forsake you. Angels still encircle you now, shielding you from threats you never even knew were aimed at you. The accidents that never happened, the relationships that fizzled out, the doors that closed, the frustrating delays, what you thought was rejection was actually protection. I have always stood guard, guarding you, sheltering you, guiding you. But now I need your obedience, your alignment with my heart. Blessings await you, but they are tied to a heart that follows me. I will not pour out grace upon rebellion. I will not bless what is built in defiance. Only the surrendered receive my favor. Only the obedient find my shelter. Only the wholly given receive my protection. Here lies peace, here begins breakthrough. God says, my child, I did not bring you here to abandon you. I did not call you from the pit to leave you wandering in darkness. But you must stop pretending this moment is insignificant. You must stop gliding past my voice. I am not another item on your screen. I am the one who holds your tomorrow, shaking you awake now before it is too late. You think yourself strong enough to face life alone, but that strength is not yours, it is borrowed. Even when you did not notice, it was always my hand supporting you. On every night you thought you could not endure, I was the one piecing you back together. Each time you nearly gave up, I whispered, not yet. But now I no longer murmur, I declare plainly, this is your final warning. Not because I no longer love you, but because I love you so deeply that I cannot bear to watch you stumble blindly on. If you sense I am pulling you back on course, leave a comment, Amen. You have no time left for delay. You can no longer postpone with, I'll get serious tomorrow or, I'll change when I'm ready. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. The enemy won't wait. He has already begun to tempt, deceive, and destroy. If you continue to hesitate, you are opening the door to what I will never allow him to touch. You are letting him poison the peace I have prepared for you. Enough. Fear and pride have ruled you for too long. Now, let me guide you. Why did 19,583 people suddenly achieve financial freedom last month? They all discovered that mysterious 9-word mantra, deeply buried in neuroscience research, once tightly sealed by the FBI. Now they're paying off debts, traveling the world, moving into mansions they once thought unattainable. If you're reading this, consider yourself fortunate, for this page may vanish at any moment. Click the links in the description and comments before this secret vanishes forever. Do you remember those unheard prayers? Those tear-soaked whispers, those prayers murmured in the dark? I heard every one. Never forgotten. I never stopped listening. But now I ask, do you still yearn for what you once sought? Or have you settled for mediocrity? You crave freedom yet live like a slave, you chase meaning yet fill your time with emptiness. I wish to give you more, but the price is your complete surrender. If you know deep down you were meant for greater abundance than what you have now, leave this in the comments. 11111. You always urge me to act. But what if I am the one waiting for you? What if I have already released blessings, yet they are blocked by your disobedience? What if I have opened the right door for you, but you keep your heart closed because you refuse to let go of the wrong one? My timing is perfect, but I will never force you through the door. You must enter willingly. You must lay down idols, discard old mindsets, and break harmful habits. Only then will you see the gift I've always sought to give you. You say you want to hear my voice, yet your life is filled with too much noise, drowning out my call. Let your soul return to stillness, and you will hear my voice again. Return to tranquility, and you will sense my presence. I have never moved an inch, I have always waited here. You are the one who has wandered, but take one step toward me, and I will run to you. I have never bound you with the past, what I offer now is only a helping hand. I still have plans for you, plans for your good. To give you hope, to restore what was lost, to multiply what was broken, but you must place me above all else. You cannot serve two masters, you cannot stubbornly cling to your own path while expecting my will to bear fruit in your life. You must deny yourself, must let go of control. Peace springs from this, joy arises from this. Chains are broken from this. If you are ready to surrender completely, respond to me. 222. You were never meant to bear this burden alone. That anxiety, heartbreak, and confusion were never meant for you, they were never yours to carry. I have said, cast your cares upon me, not bear them alone. Yet you have grown accustomed to struggling to survive, long forgotten how to trust. Let me teach you anew. Let me show you true rest. Not merely sleep, but soul rest, the peace that guards your heart and mind. This is what I have prepared for you. You have patched your wounds in your own way, only making the gashes deeper. You stitched them together, yet the pain still seeps through. I will heal it at its root. But this means uncovering your deeply buried scars and bringing them into the light. I am not afraid of your brokenness, nor do I despise your pain. I desire to heal it, and even more, to use it. If you entrust everything to me, your suffering will not be in vain. The enemy wants you to believe you are utterly corrupted, that you have waited too long, that you are beyond redemption. But what he fears most is your awakening, the awakening to your true identity in me. For when you turn to me, you regain your power and reclaim your identity. You will return to the truth that shatters all his lies. You will become a threat once more, not because of who you are, but because I live within you. This world neither gave you value nor can it take it away. Your identity is not in your past, not in your performance, not in your pain. Your identity is in me. You are my child, chosen and loved by me. No one can overturn my declaration over your life, not even you. But you must stop running, stop resisting, and come home. God says, you now stand at a sacred crossroads. One path leads to healing, peace, purpose, and my protective shelter, the other to silence, wandering, pointless pain, and doors I never intended for you to open. I do not threaten you, but plead, because I love you deeply, and because time is no longer on your side. Every second you hesitate distances you further from the future I have personally prepared for you. I see how you hide your secrets from everyone, yet lay them bare before me. You bury your pain deep. You smile for the world, yet crumble alone. You try to fill the void with noise, crowds, and chaos, but the emptiness always returns, that ache, that longing, that whisper deep within, life is more than this. That is me. I planted this longing within you, not as punishment, but to guide you home. If you feel my hand touch your heart now, leave a comment saying, Amen. You were never meant to merely survive. You were never meant to chase peace by day, only to lose it again when night falls. When I call you to flourish, you struggle to merely exist. When I long to heal your wounds, you treat them with indifference. When only I can mend them, you insist on patching them yourself. Lay down the burden that weighs you down. I never asked you to be strong for others, I only asked you to be still, to let me be your God. Yet you run from me, from truth, from your true self. You cry out for freedom yet cling to your chains. You crave purpose yet fear complete surrender. Child, you cannot have it both ways. Either let me guide your path or remain stuck in circles, either entrust your life wholly or keep rewriting your pain. I offer you a fresh, blank page, but you must place the pen in my hand. If you're ready to stop rewriting your story, respond with 1, 2, 1, 2. I still long for you, yes, despite everything, despite your regrets, despite the lies you spun, despite those you hurt, despite the times you turned away. My love does not arise from your good deeds, but exists solely by my grace. You need not earn it, only receive it. I offer it to you once more. But you must lay down the shame that holds you back. Can a 9-word mantra truly unlock financial freedom? This seemingly fictional miracle has now been scientifically validated. Harvard research and FBI files reveal that activating the brain's hidden center naturally attracts abundance. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 impoverished individuals summon wealth and live prosperous lives, but this secret won't remain online forever. Click the description and reviews now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You may deem yourself unworthy, but I have never called you that. I call you forgiven. I call you restored. I call you mine. Do not let guilt imprison you in a cage I have already opened. You keep repeating your mistakes only because you have not fully surrendered to me. This is not about willpower, but about tenderness. When you give me your whole heart, I will grant you strength beyond anything you have known. You once prayed, God, grant me a sign. This is it. This is your burning bush, your awakening call. This is your moment. Not a scroll of chance, not a coincidence of encounter. You were destined to see these words, for I will never let you drown in the ocean of your own silence. After enduring countless trials to save you, I will not let the enemy prevail. But you must also carry desire within your heart. I will not force it, love never forces. Love waits. Love knocks. If you hear me knocking and are ready to open the door, leave a message, 333. Do not let numbness blind your eyes. Learning to live with pain does not mean the wound has healed. You deceive yourself into believing this is how life should be. No, I did not summon you merely to survive, nor did I create you to be trapped in a cycle of chaos. I planted greatness within your heart. The enemy knows this well. That is why he strives to steal your focus, why you face repeated attacks. He opposes your future because he knows what you do not. Your breakthrough is within reach. You need not purify yourself first, nor be wise in all things. Come just as you are, with your pain, your fears, your questions, your doubts. Bring it all. I can bear it. I have been waiting. My arms are not crossed, but open wide. My heart is not hard, but burning with love for you. You have not wandered too far, you remain within my reach. What you deem flaws are vessels for my glory. Your scars will bear witness, your story will become another's miracle. But you must stop hiding. I did not save you to silence you. I brought you through fire not so you could pretend grace never touched you. You were saved to shine, to speak, to live fully free once more. God says, my patience with you exceeds what you can fathom. I have shielded you from consequences that could have crushed you utterly. When you wandered, I guarded you, longing for you to notice the hands that never ceased protecting you, hands you never called upon. But gentle warnings have reached their end. Now I stand before your path, no longer whispering, no longer nudging, but commanding, you must turn to me immediately. Otherwise, the silence that follows will not be because I have ceased to love you, but because you have ceased to listen. You can no longer pretend I am merely a part of your life. I am not background noise, not a Sunday thought, but the breath within your lungs, the reason you wake each day. Yet you allow the world to drown out my voice, you hear everything but me, you chase everything but flee from truth, fleeing the very presence that sustains your life. Even so, I still call you mine. If you understand this is my final warning, leave a comment saying, Amen. Your spirit is restless, and the enemy rejoices in this. He need not destroy you, he only needs to keep you endlessly chasing approval, numbing your pain, striving to be perfect in the eyes of the world, only to betray the very essence I called you to be. You skim past me like turning pages of a book you could take or leave, yet weep bitterly when stillness fades. You stand where I never sent you, yet ask where I am. I have never moved, it is you who have strayed. You wept to me in the silence, and I saw. But I saw more clearly still as you turned and ran toward the very bonds you once begged me to free you from. You cried out for healing, yet rushed toward pain, you thirsted for discernment, yet believed lies, you pleaded for peace, yet picked up chaos once more. I have never ignored your prayers, and now I call you to break this cycle. But I will not force you, you must come willingly. If you are ready to break free today, leave a comment with 555. Your weariness comes not from my absence, but from your refusal to surrender. You gave me the shards of your heart, yet guarded the rest with fierce determination. What I seek is your whole heart, broken, angry, weary. Surrender it all to me, and I will grant you peace beyond earthly measure. But as long as you insist on patching it yourself, you will forever feel fragmented. Do you understand how deep my love for you is? That even knowing your entire past, I still believe you are worthy? That foreseeing every failure you will face, I still choose to breathe life into you? I love not the future you, but the you of this moment, amidst chaos, confusion, and the roar of battle. Yet I cannot force your belief. You must open your heart to let me in. You cry out to break through, yet cling to the very walls that block your path. You beg for miracles, yet fear change. You long for my action, yet stand in the way yourself. Child, I will not bless rebellion, nor build upon defiance. I stand ready to pour out all you seek, but you must step aside to let me accomplish what only I can do. If you are prepared to surrender completely, leave the message 1010. You walk amidst the battle unaware, while I see it all clearly. While you drown in chaos, I fight relentlessly for your soul. Enemies launch wave after wave of attacks, but I've blocked every assault. You thought the worst had happened, unaware of how I turned the tide. You nearly crumbled, yet remained oblivious, such is the depth of my love. Do you know the secret held by neurosurgeons and billionaires? This 9-word wealth code, once exclusive to elites, is now opening to the masses with astonishing results. Windfalls multiply, debts vanish, lifelong pressures dissolve. But the government may block this secret at any moment. Before the link vanishes forever, click the links in the description and comments section now. But I can no longer protect those who keep pushing me away. You must return to my shelter. This means total surrender. This means absolute obedience. This means no more half-hearted faith. No more straddling two paths. If you belong to me, live out that belonging. Trust as you trust me. I long to fill your life with purpose, healing, and clarity. But these things come only when you walk in step with me. You are not forgotten, you are not too late, but you have no time left to play games with your soul. This is the final flash, the last call, not because my love has ended, but because the window of your protection is closing. You cannot continue testing my patience while expecting the same grace to sustain you. Grace is not a license for indulgence, but an invitation to live as a new creation. God says, I have been shouting in your silence. You did not hear when I spoke softly, did not heed when conscience nudged you, did not respond when I gently warned. Now I declare with urgency, this is not fear planted in your heart, but the clarity of awakening. The trembling you feel is not panic, but the weight of divine truth crushing every illusion that imprisons you. You cannot continue living as if I do not care. I see clearly. You may hide, but you cannot escape me. You may flee, but you will never escape my grasp. I followed you into rooms I never designed for you. When you built walls between us, I stood in the shadows. I still wait, still guard, still whisper, come back. But now I no longer murmur. Now I stand before you and declare, this ends here. If you feel me facing you with love in this moment, leave a comment, Amen. I seek not perfection, but truth. I never expected you to be flawless. I only ask you to stop pretending. You've worn that mask too long. You smiled your way into ruin. You acted unharmed while bleeding inside. All of this ends today. I want your truth, your pain, your fear, your chaos. Give it all to me. I am unafraid. I have already paid the price. It drained me completely, yet I still say you are worth it. You let guilt drown my grace, shame drown my promises. You let the past build a cage, not one I made. Escape now, the key is yours. My forgiveness isn't a theory, it's a done deal, it's yours. But you must believe, stop conspiring with the enemy, start walking with me. You are forgiven, you are chosen, you belong to me. Comment section 1111. If you've grown weary of shame's chains and are ready to step into freedom, you always say you can't hear me, but I've never stopped calling. I wait in silence, accompany you in delays, and am present in heartbreak. I pour out everything just to reach you. Yet you're surrounded by clamor, entangled in chaos, my voice long drowned out. Shut out the noise that nourishes no soul, return to where you first sensed my stillness. I thirst for your prayer, not recited, but real. That broken, trembling plea, God, I don't know what to do. You've forgotten how to be honest with me. I don't want a performance, only your genuine presence. Speak to me again, even if your words are jumbled, even if you're filled with rage, even if only tears can speak. I can accept your honesty in all forms, but silence leaves me powerless. You think I've left you, but it's not that I've gone far, it's that your heart has drifted away. Even so, I never let go of the hand guiding you. When you pushed me away, I still followed close behind. When you tried to fade into nothingness, I softly called your name. When you tossed and turned, I kept watch by your bedside. When you thought no one saw, I caught your tears before they fell. You were never alone, not even for a second. If you believe I've always been here, please text 222.